IFW, the international voice of freight and logistics.
Thanks for tuning into IFW Radio, the international voice of the freight and logistics industry. I'm Kizin Kwacha, and today I am joined by our intrepid reporter, Katarina Kerr, who's bringing you a roundup of some of the big headline-making stories in the world of freight and logistics. Over to you, Kat.
Hi, welcome to another IFW News Roundup with me, Katarina Kerr, a reporter at IFW. Now, this week's top 5 news stories show quite an eventful week, but at the same time it's been quite a sad week as well, which is quite unfortunate. So I'll just jump straight into the top 5 most read stories of the week. And the 5th most read story of the week, with 776 views, is that there's been a traffic hold-up at DP World's new transshipment terminal. The company's new container terminal at Cochin in southern India has been hit by a court order preventing the transfer of traffic from a nearby state facility. All its container operations were to have been transferred from Rajiv Gandhi Container Terminal to DP World's new public-private partnership facility, Vallarpadam International Container Transshipment Terminal. However, after Rajiv Gandhi Container Terminal dockers downed their tools for a week over fears of job losses because of the transfer, the High Court ordered the transfer of coastal traffic to be delayed by 3 months while it looked into the dock workers' concerns. So that's been holding traffic up at the new terminal. And the 4th most read story of the week, with 809 views, is FMC ends a requirement for US NVOCCs to publish rates. The US Federal Maritime Commission has ended its requirement that the US licensed non-NVOCCs must publish cargo shipment rates. The FMC also pledged to investigate whether US supply chains would benefit by extending the exemption to foreign unlicensed NVOCCs. The maritime regulator said the rule change, which estimated would save more than 3,300 NVOCCs up to $200,000 each year, would reduce regulatory burdens on the shipping industry and customers. The exemption will come into force for companies that follow FMC conditions 45 days after the final rule is issued next Wednesday, 23rd of February. The 3rd most read story of the week, with 1,125 views, is the battle for title of the world's biggest shipping line heats up. MSC has overtaken Maersk Line to become the world's biggest shipping line in terms of vessel capacity. According to recently published figures by IFW sister publication Containerization International, MSC's container ships have a total capacity of 1.84 million TEU, while Maersk Line vessels can carry 1.82 million TEU. However, the figures do not include vessels owned and operated by Maersk's sister shipping lines, Safmarine and MCC Transport. If the MCC and Safmarine vessels were included, their capacity being available to Maersk customers, Maersk would operate a fleet with 9% more capacity than MSC's. However, Maersk's lead, including its 2 sister lines, is shrinking by the year, and just 5 months ago the Danish carrier led MSC by 20% in terms of vessel capacity. Now on to the sadder stories of the week, but the evidently most read stories of the week. The 2nd most read story of the week is Michael Evans' obituary. Michael Evans, the Deputy Harbour Master at the Port of Belfast, was among 6 people killed in an air crash at Cork Airport last week. Evans died on Thursday morning when a flight from Belfast crashed on its 3rd attempt to land at Cork Airport in heavy fog. Evans previously worked for the China Navigation Company of Hong Kong as officer, master and shipbuilding superintendent. In 1996, he moved to P&O Ferries to become involved in a fast ferry operation in Northern Ireland. He joined Belfast Harbour in 2002 as Assistant Harbour Master before being promoted to Deputy Harbour Master in 2005. And the most read story of the week is, following along through the gloomy route again, is about 13 sailors which have died as ships have been torn apart. There are fears that 13 sailors may have perished over the past week when 2 cargo ships were ripped apart in separate incidents. On 9th of February, a Russian cargo vessel was split in 2 when it was hit by a South Korean container ship off the coast of South Korea. Reports suggest that the newly built 80,000-ton South Korean ship was undergoing sea trials when it struck the Alexandra off the coast of Ulsan. To date, reports indicate that only one sailor from the crew of 11 Russians aboard the Alexandra was saved after he managed to clamber onto a raft. Then, on the 13th of February, a Turkish cargo ship caught in a powerful storm while anchored off the coast of Sochi on the Black Sea was torn in two. Rescuers attached ropes to the ship and 10 sailors managed to get ashore, but 2 other crew members were seen to be in the water after the vessel had broken in two. According to reports, attempts to find the 2 missing sailors were called off later on Sunday due to the bad weather. The Tanzania flagged ship was carrying basalt to Sochi for the 2014 Winter Olympic Games. Well, that rounds up the news for the week, although it may not have been the happiest roundup of the year so far. Let's hope the coming week brings some good news. Don't forget to check out the IFW Facebook page. You can do that by going to the Facebook website and searching IFW Freight and Logistics News. The page covers the top news stories each day. It's got a lot of discussions going on. It's got poll questions, photos and videos. It's a good way to network with other members of the industry. And also, don't forget to look into our LinkedIn page, where we've got a lot of ongoing discussions and taking part in the polls and the discussions on IFW social media. You're also contributing to articles. So yes, that concludes the news roundup of the week, and I'll pass it back over to Kizzy. Thanks.
Oops, caught me out there. Wasn't expecting you to come back to me. I've got a cup of coffee in my hand and a cream biscuit, and I was just about to dunk it when the light flashed red. Anyway, thanks, Kat. Well delivered as always. If you have got any stories for IFW, please get in touch with us at editorial@ifw-net.com, or you can of course get through to us, as Kat says, through our Twitter, Facebook or LinkedIn profiles. As always, we'd love to hear from you. Have a great week. See you soon. Bye bye. Now, where'd I drop that cream biscuit?
IFW, the international voice of freight and logistics.